Okay guys, today's lesson is going to be about three turns. First of all, why do we call it a three turn? Well, the actual shape of the turn looks like the number 3. Here, I'll demonstrate one, you can see. See how that looks like the number 3? So in skiing, we call that the three turn. So in today's lesson, we're going to just go over some of the basics of the turn so you guys can practice it, whether you're young, old, adult, doesn't matter. Alright, we're going to go over the edges involved, the weight transition, and the rotation of direction, and some drills you can do to work up to that 1 foot turn. So the edges involved, they are, well, you can do inside to outside or outside to inside. The one I demonstrated started on an outside edge, and then when I turned backward it changed to an inside. So on a three turn we're always changing edges. Okay, just a quick going over the edges. If you look down, these are my inside edges. Okay, and if I go to here, those are my outside edges. People get confused about the edges, but if you just remember the inside of your feet, those would be your inside edges, and the outside of your feet, those would be your outside edges. Alright, so now we talked about the edges involved. Let's talk about the weight transition. So when I do the three turn, I'm actually shifting from middle back and rocking to the ball of my foot. I'll demonstrate one more three turn and you can see that happen. So middle back, ball, and then as I'm gliding backward, my weight is on the ball of the foot. If I was doing a backward three turn, the weight transition would actually be different. I'd be starting on the ball of the foot and then rocking to the back. Here, I'll demonstrate a backward three turn. So I'm starting on the ball, and then as I turn, I went to the back of the blade. Okay. So we talked about the edges involved, we talked about the weight transition. Just now we'll go over the rotation of direction. So if you look at this circle again that I did, I am turning into the circle. So whenever we do a forward three turn, we're always turning into the circle. However, when we do a backward three turn, we're turning away from the circle. I'll demonstrate a backward three turn. So I'm turning away. Okay. So we talked about the rotation. Now let's just go over some little tips and exercises you can do if you're still struggling with that turn. Here's some things you can do to work on it. One of them is just do a 2 foot turn. Okay, so I'm going to go on the same circle and I'm going to start on 2 feet. I'm going to unweight. So I'm going to start from the back, unweight to the ball. Okay, here we go. 2 feet turn. I'm going to bend, unweight, and turn. Okay, so that's a good one to do if you're not comfortable going on 1 foot. Just go on 2 feet, weight middle back, rock to the ball, and then turn. If you're doing a backward turn, remember it's opposite. You're starting front, rocking to the back. Okay, the backward one is tricky. Okay, but once you work on it, you'll master it just fine. Just remember when you're doing a backward turn, you got to turn like as one unit turning. A lot of people try to do the backward turns. Here's a couple mistakes that they do. One of them is they don't go on an edge and they go straight line and try to turn. It's very hard to do it when you're going on a straight line. You really want to be on an edge. Another one is they use, say, just the upper body to turn, but you want to turn everything. Okay? And this is not just for figure skating. Hockey players should work on their 1 foot turns as well because you want to have great balance. I'm going to quickly put on my hockey skates and show you just how easy it is to do a 1 foot turn in hockey skates as well. Okay, and I put on my hockey skates just to show you 3 turns just as easy in hockey skates. I'm going to demonstrate one, and this one I'm actually going to do multiple 3 turns. Okay, why should you do 3 turns if you're a hockey player? Well, obviously you're not going to be going in a game and doing turns on 1 foot like I demonstrated earlier, but if you work on them as a drill and exercise, it's going to make your control and balance in skates a lot better, and it'll make you a much better hockey player overall. Just remember the transition from forward turn to backward to forward. So if we're going forwards, our weight is middle back and we're rocking to the front. If we're going backwards, our weight is towards the ball and we're rocking back. If you remember those tips and work on the edges, work on the 3 turns, you'll improve your 3 turns in no time. Thanks for watching.